Hey, welcome to another episode of Supercar Advocates. I have something so special, something that we picked up last night. I'm going to stop talking, let's just get to it. And here it is, the Dino 246 GT chairs and flares. What chairs and flares means is that it has Daytona chairs. This car does not have those Daytona chairs, but it has the flares. And it has the wheels that set it apart. So these flares provide a wider track, a wider tyre, wider rim, which makes this car so unique. Apparently, there are only 22 right-hand drive examples in the whole world. This is the only Australian delivered Dino 246 GT chairs and flares in Australia. And on top of that, it's probably one of the only ones in oro chiaro, which means gold. So this is a gold paint job. It's the original paint, never been resprayed. The chrome has never been repolished or re-chromed at all. Nothing's been done to this car. It's never been pulled apart. It is completely original. Hence why we had to have this car. That's it. There is nothing more to say. It is so original, in fact, that I'm going to show you the engine bay and show you what it looks like. Here it is. Original engine in all its glory. Hasn't even been detailed yet, so what we're going to be doing is giving this car a full TLC, but we're not going to respray the car whatsoever. Going to keep this all original, but give it a major service, renew some hoses. It's just magnificent. So what this car can also do, we can enter this into a concourse preservation class. And that's what the aim is. So it's completely original. I can't stop saying that, right? I'm saying it so many times. Original, original, original. Anyway, let's jump in and take it for a spin. It won't kick over. Wait. Let me try again. It won't start. Fast forward 24 hours and we're here in Sydney, back in Sydney from Melbourne, and right now it's 35 degrees outside. I have no air conditioning in this car, no blowers, nothing whatsoever. I can liken this as to being in a sauna right now. That's how bad this is. I'm in a sauna. And let me tell you, it isn't fun at all. But this car excited me enough to work and just run out of the office. I was doing my work, finally in the office. They told me that the car arrived, so I just jumped out, stopped my work, and I just jumped into this car, and I'm taking it for a spin now. And it is hot, and I love this car a lot. Here we go, this is it, this is how it screams. It's got a V6 motor, 2.4 litre V6. The story about the Ferrari Dino 246 came about Dino, which is Enzo Ferrari's son, his first son. What happened was he had a disease, which is a muscle-eating disease. What happened? He passed away at an early age, ripe age of 20s, and his dream was to have a V6 Ferrari. He wanted his dad to build a V6 and something small, nimble like this. And his dad fulfilled that dream and made it happen a few years after his death. And this is where we have the Dino 246. Everybody loves these now. There's so much love, so much passion for these cars. There's a big cult following. A lot of people are searching for a Dino 246 all the time. Cars like this are priceless. It's a chairs and flares. There's only 22 in the whole world that you can get in this spec. This color here, oro chiaro, which means gold in Italian, is the only gold car in the world that's a Chairs and Flares GT, GT meaning coupe, and the only one in Australia. It's unbelievable. The way this car drives and handles for its old age, it's amazing. It truly is. It's a V6, but it just screams. It screams out power. It has substance and excitement, and look at that. Just accelerating, you can hear all that. The sound is phenomenal. It just screams. The engine just screams. It wants you to keep on pulling. You can hear all the wind everywhere. You know, the seals aren't the best. This car is so original. So original, in fact, it's never been repaired, never been resprayed, nothing's been touched. All this interior that you see here is still original from 1973. So I'm sitting on the same seats, the leather, I'm touching the steering wheel that the guys made in the Ferrari factory back in 73. And what the first owner drove. It was unbelievable. And the story behind this car is that the first owner, who happens to live close by to my suburb, first purchased this car as a tourist delivery, meaning that he'll pick it up from Ferrari factory itself whilst he was living in England. So he went to the factory and actually picked it up from the factory and drove it for about a month in Europe. Then he brought the car here to Australia. So this car is just unbelievable. The history behind it. We've got the original documents stating all that and showing proof that he purchased the car and drove it through certain tolls and gates throughout Europe. And I've got all the original invoices, the order sheet, the whole lot that show that it's a Chairs and Flares car, as well as the original Australian compliance plate. It's unbelievable. The history, you know, I can't find any other car like this. This is a true dream come true for any aficionado. This is the best thing out there. This is the best Dino to have, the one and only, the